we just had our conference, and it was a wonderful time. Um, I guess if I have any regrets, it's just that we had so many incredible speakers, we didn't have enough time for everybody. It was a privilege to have all the guests that we had, and I'm going to take a few minutes and just kind of speak to some of the beautiful portions that we heard from. I hope that everyone that came felt the same as I did, but incredible sense of God's presence and the fellowship. It's good to see people just hanging out and talking and just fellowshipping around the Word and enjoying one another. I was blessed by every one of our guests and thankful that we had the opportunity to have them. Again, if I have any regret, it's just that we didn't have enough time for everybody. I think we could have built a weekend on each one of them. So, great time, and I hope those that came enjoyed it as much as I did. Sue and I were deeply blessed and thankful. I want you to just take a moment and think about something, because what we saw this weekend had nothing to do with denominations. There were numerous denominations represented in terms of if we were to look at the various churches that people are involved with. So it had nothing to do with that. What it had a lot to do with was the bond that we share in Jesus Christ apart from these things. I love what Doug Burley shares with us when it comes to, the fact that Jesus, just Jesus alone, changes everything. He's the point. And yes, there are varying secondary beliefs, doctrines that we hold to. I'm not talking about any of the cardinal doctrines. I'm talking about secondary doctrines that we hold to that are important, let's say, to us, but may not be to another. And it's a blessing to find people fellowshipping around Christ and not arguing about these secondary doctrines, not making it the issue for one another. And if I took nothing else out of this weekend, it was that. It was the blessing of just finding Christ in all the things that were shared and done. I appreciated everything that each one of the speakers shared, beginning with Eric Lind and pastor of Hope Fellowship, he and Debbie, and just a beautiful portion regarding Revelation chapter 3 and verse 8 of, look, it's time to go on the offensive here. Let's get going, he said. You can't be, I love the illustration he shared. He said, you can't be partially pregnant. You're either in or you're out. And I really appreciated just the way that he shared that. He also shared that the seasons of productivity, actually the most productive season is between 60 and 70, when people have the time and also the energy and the foresight to be able to do things and be productive. Actually, some of us are just entering that second season between the 70s and the 80s. And by the way, the third most productive would be the 50s to the 60s. So just think about that, where many of us are at a point where there's a great deal that can be done. And we have not only the experience, the maturity, the understanding. We've lived through many life experiences in the realm of Christianity. We've seen the good and the bad. And yet we've seen Christ come through it all and be faithful to us. That topic of open doors reminded me over and over again of all the times when it seemed that a door had been slammed shut in our ministry here, and it just would, you could say, it just appeared to be a hopeless situation, and yet God himself came through. Whether it be a phone call from Dr. Long and opening the door with Luther Rice and all the fellowship that we shared there and the benefits of the education that they provided, or many others. It's always been that. We can go all the way back to the beginning of the ministry here, and visits that were so instrumental to us, that just kept us going. It was just God opening a door. showing us a way, encouraging us. So I just want to encourage you. We have much to be thankful for, and God has been faithful time and time again. Great, truly, is his faithfulness. When the Word of God says in 1 Corinthians 1:9, God is faithful, he is. He is. He sticks true to his word and his nature. And we can know him and appreciate him because we can count on him. Never leaves us, never forsakes us, is with us always, even till the end of the age. Till next time, friends, God bless you.